Thanks to you, Ral, I was able to return safe and sound. Sincerely, thank you. Though it was a horrible ordeal, I learned a few things when I was in that desert lab. First and foremost, Cypher hasn't disappeared. The fact that they're still around is alarming. Worse, they're making more shadow Pokemon again. And worst of all, they're trying to create the ultimate shadow Pokemon, one that is impossible to purify. Cypher must be plotting world domination using shadow Pokemon as their weapons again. To counter Cypher's new shadow Pokemon conspiracy. Director, Lily, we did it! The Purify Chamber is finally completed! Oh my! Oh, what fantastic timing, it's finally finished! Lily, thank you. Thank you for pulling everyone together so capably in my absence. Okay, let's not waste any time, let's all go have a look at the Purify Chamber. Let's! Howdy everyone! Your pal Ral, here with some more Pokemon XD. Last episode, we rescued Professor Crane from the Cypher Lab, and we defeated one of the admins, Lavrina, and snagged her Shadow Delcatty. But now, we have some good news here. The Purify Chamber is complete. You have anything to say? Oh, you might become my fan. If I'm ever given that, promise me that you'll come save me. Sure. Well, let's see what this Purify Chamber is about. Wow, our long-held dream, the Purify Chamber is finally finished. It stirs up emotions. It's bringing up a lump in my throat. Oof. Take a good look, Ral. This is the Purify Chamber. Your father and I designed it 5 years ago when we were motivated by the Shadow Incident. If evildoers were to create Shadow Pokemon again, we wanted to be able to save them ourselves. Ral, your father believed that passionately. To honor your father's wish, I put together our Pokemon HQ lab. Ral, if your father were here, I'm sure that he would be delighted. While I was gone, everyone seems to have rallied around Lily and made things happen. Okay, Ral, we'll have you lead the way. The glorious history of the Purify Chamber will begin with you. But first, if you'd be so kind as to briefly explain how it works. Okay, so here is how the Purify Chamber works. It's a facility in which Shadow Pokemon undergo purification through contact with regular Pokemon. Purification is conducted on what we call a set. This is where Shadow Pokemon come. Yes, it's where Shadow Pokemon are near regular Pokemon. In the center of a set, that's where the Shadow Pokemon goes. Up to 4 regular Pokemon can be placed next to the Shadow Pokemon around it. There's 9 sets, which means we can purify up to 9 Shadow Pokemon at a time. This is very, very helpful. Very. There's one thing you need to be careful about. Purification won't proceed if you place only a single Shadow Pokemon on the set. Yeah, we need to have at least a regular Pokemon next to it, so yeah. And I believe they actually show us an example. The number of regular Pokemon will make purification quicker. And the compatibility of Pokemon. This is where type effectiveness actually comes into a bit of play here. So by adjusting these factors, you'll likely see differences in purification speeds. Okay, well, let's show an example. Step onto that circular plate, a holographic image of the Pokemon involved in purification will appear. And yeah, when you're checking the hologram, you can zoom to individual sets. And we can also, I don't think they mention it right now, but we can actually also activate the Purify Chamber. Or not activate, access the Purify Chamber through any PC. But if we want to purify Shadow Pokemon, we need to be here in the HQ lab. Do you have anything to say? Nope. You? Okay, well, I'll start the system after I'm done talking to everyone. You're repeating yourself. I'll activate it myself so it'll be easier for me to explain that way. Okay, well, that's it for everyone. Let's go activate it after you stop talking. Okay, you're repeating yourself, please. Okay, just go here, and let's activate it. So, yep, there's 9 different sets here where we can place Pokemon. And now let's edit it. So what we do here, just go to any of our Pokemon that need to be purified. I'm actually going to start with you. and we place the shadow Pokemon in the center. Now we need to have a regular Pokemon next to it in order for us to actually begin purifying things. So, sure, why not? No, actually, I'll put you here, I guess. Because why not? Ladybug, you can go here. And see how we have this thing called flow next to Mareep's name? Well, the flow is actually how fast your the shadow Pokemon inside the Purify Chamber's heart gauge will go down. And to increase the flow, we need to put more Pokemon here. As you can see, it went up a bar. And also, if you take a look at these two, I guess, circle things, or like the circle around the two normal Pokemon, one of them is a lighter shade of blue than the other. That's because of the type effectiveness. Because Bug is super effective against Dark, this half of the flow thing is a lighter color, which means it increases the speed at which purification goes. So if we put more Pokemon here, we can maximize that and have the flow be really high. So for example, I might put like Baltoy right after Poochyena, and then something else. I don't know. That's something to figure out later. But actually, while we're here, let's put you here. Now, also, normal Pokemon, because they cannot be super effective on anything, all you need to do is just put 4 normal Pokemon together, like, in a thing, and that'll still count as, like, the same as, like, you having super effective type matchups in the Purify Chamber. So, yeah. Anyways, there's Pokemon that are ready to open their hearts. Let's do this. Kind of fitting that we have our next team member be the first Pokemon to be purified through the Purify Chamber. Ooh, Body Slam. That might come in handy, I guess, but no. Heal Bell. That could actually also help as well. What I want to do is give you your nickname. Because, again, you're going to be part of the team now. Oh yeah, you evolve, because Mareep evolves like at level 15 or something, and you leveled up past that. You're definitely going to come in handy now. Okay, we have ourselves a Flaffy. As for your nickname, let's name you Ellen, because that is a name that means like light, like shining bright, and it's fitting with the whole motif that the Mareep line has. So, welcome to the team, Ellen. And also, sure, let's purify the Sound Hour as well. You were helpful to us. So you can also be put into the Purify Chamber as well. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be just, like, whenever we purify these extra Shadow Pokemon, they'll be added into the Purify Chamber. You got a lot of experience. Probably not enough to evolve, but I don't even know what level Houndour evolves. I think like level 24 or something. But, yeah. That's how the Purify Chamber works. How did you find the Purify Chamber? Neat! Using the system, it's possible to purify many Shadow Pokemon at the same time. Oh, also, you can access the Purify Chamber from any PC. Be sure to try that feature. That the issue is how Shadow Pokemon should be recovered from Cypher. Yeah, I'm gonna be snagging a ton. So, I want you back in my party. Oh, no. I'm gonna keep Baltoy here in my party just because, like, it's almost ready to be purified anyways. As for the others, C-Dot, sure. Oh, you have black glasses. Phone. Please don't vibrate. I'm gonna put you here. And we'll having you... What would be a good way to increase the tempo here? What could I put between Houndour and Poochyena? I don't know. I don't know. Like, this is all stuff I'm just gonna be messing with, like, off screen as well. Let's rotate you so you're facing towards that. There. Your flow is now higher. And I guess... Okay, Delcatty's already there. So let's just do this. And put you all there, just because I like having it organized. Cool. And again, like, this is stuff I'm just gonna be, like, working on off screen and purifying Shadow Pokemon, like, as they're ready to be purified. Your tempo... Yeah, I'm still gonna, like, try to figure out how I can maximize the tempo here, just to make the flow for Carvana's Heart Gauge to be lowered easier, but... yeah. Ideally, you want to have all 9 of your sets have max tempo, but that's something we will be working towards as we get more Shadow Pokemon. Right now, we don't have that many, so we don't need to worry about it too much. But, yeah. And since these 4 Shadow Pokemon are already in my party, I'll just, work on purifying them, like, normally, I guess. At least Baltoy and C-Dot, because they're, like, already or more than halfway done. So, yeah. That's it. Okay. Oh. Speaking of Cypher, Lily, have you made any progress with that data ROM we brought back from Cypher's lab? Oh yes, I've asked Dayton to analyze the contents of the data ROM. It should be ready soon. Okay, let's check in on him. Yeah, he's the one whose bedroom is right next to the director's office. Oh, okay then, Jovi. You're doing your own thing. Yep. Also, as great as it is, having Professor Crane here, we don't have, like, the awesome heroic music here in the Pokemon HQ lab anymore. Oh well. That's fine with me. Actually, Baltoy, what's your heart gauge looking like? Yeah, you're actually almost done. Okay. I mean, I might just, like, walk around off screen. Yeah, like, just walking around while you're Pokemon in the Purify Chamber. That's super helpful. Very, very helpful. I love that feature. Which I didn't even, like, make use of when I first played through Pokemon XD until I found out, like, way, way late into the game, like, that you could do that. So, I was a bit dumb as a kid. I didn't really pay much attention to, like, the main deal about the Purify Chamber. Isn't Dayton the man who's always fooling around with his computer here? This is strange. Jovi wonders where he went. Not here? He's probably not playing hide and seek, though. What about you? Oh, I went downstairs earlier. He had this look of consternation. Okay, at least it's not constipation. But he's downstairs, so let's ask around, even though I already know where he is. Do you know? No? What about you? Do you know? Saw someone go outside earlier. Maybe that was Dayton? Interesting. Well, if you're looking for him, you're not Dayton. Yeah, he is right this way. Yeah, he couldn't decipher the ROM. That data ROM is heavily protected like a bank vault. It would take a seriously talented guy to break through and get at its contents. A seriously talented guy, you say? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Dayton did everything he could. It's just, unfortunately, his skills weren't quite there, but Crane, he happens to know a guy. Who would that person be? Ral, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but can you deliver the data ROM to OMBS in Pirate Town? Oh, right away. Cool, we got the data ROM. Now I can play the next Pokemon game on it. OMBS is known as a TV network, but they're much more than that. The people that later founded OMBS were actually instrumental in breaking Cypher's conspiracy 5 years ago. Please deliver that data ROM to Net at OMBS. He's the right-hand man to Sec, OMBS's leader. I'm confident that he'll be able to get at the contents of that data ROM. Okay, looks like our next objective is to head over to Pirate Town. Cool. Yeah, you don't need to apologize. You did everything you could. And what about you? It's quite possible that the data ROM contains critical information that Cypher wants to keep secret. I'm sure that Net ONBS can check the contents of that data ROM. Okay then. Well, like I said before, we have our next objective, which is to go over to Pirate Town, but we'll do that in the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for some more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Later!